Your dog came home with 3 ticks last week. Your neighbor's dog walked the exact same trail, 0. Most people assume that's just luck. It isn't. There's something happening inside your dog's body. Something invisible from the outside that makes certain dogs almost magnetic to ticks and fleas. And the surprising part isn't that this difference exists, it's that you can change it from inside the food bowl. Starting today, here's what nobody tells you at the vet. Ticks and fleas don't choose randomly. They sense, they detect heat patterns, skin chemistry, moisture levels, and a specific cocktail of scents that rise from the skin surface. And here's the part that matters. Those scents are not fixed. They're produced by your dog's metabolism, which means they can be changed. Dogs with a compromised skin barrier produce a different chemical signature than dogs with a strong one. That difference isn't dramatic. To us, it's undetectable. But to a tick navigating through grass, searching for a host, it's the difference between land here and keep moving. Now here's where it gets interesting. The skin barrier isn't just about genetics. It's maintained or weakened every single day through nutrition. When a dog's diet lacks specific nutrients, the skin becomes drier, the natural protective film thins out, and the whole outer layer quietly shifts into exactly the kind of surface parasites prefer. Most owners never connect these two things. They treat the tick problem on the outside. They never address what's happening on the inside. The first ingredient is brewer's yeast, not baking yeast, not any supplement with added sugars or artificial flavors. Pure, high-quality brewer's yeast, the kind that contains a dense concentration of B vitamins, particularly vitamin B1. Here's what it actually does. When a dog ingests brewer's yeast consistently, the B vitamins are metabolized and, gradually, begin influencing the chemical composition of what the skin releases. We can't detect this change. Our nose isn't built for it, but the sensory system of a tick or flea operates at a completely different threshold. And what they begin to detect, when brewer's yeast has been given for 5 to 7 days, is no longer what they're looking for. Think of it this way. They arrived expecting a particular signal. That signal has shifted. They move on. Beyond that, brewer's yeast supports the gut microbiome, and the gut and the skin are far more connected than most people realize. A healthy gut produces a more stable immune response. A more stable immune response produces stronger skin. Stronger skin means a less attractive host. It all runs in one direction, inward to outward. The dose is straightforward. 1 teaspoon per 10 kilograms of body weight once daily, mixed into the food. For small dogs around 5 kilograms, half a teaspoon is enough. You can start seeing effects within the first week, though the full difference becomes clear after 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. But here's where most people stop. They pick one ingredient, try it for a few days, and when the result isn't immediate, they give up. The reason this combination works isn't because of either ingredient alone. It's because they operate on entirely different levels, and together, they cover both. The second ingredient is coconut oil. What makes it different from brewer's yeast is this. Brewer's yeast works through the metabolic system. Coconut oil works through direct chemistry. Cold-pressed coconut oil contains high concentrations of lauric acid. Lauric acid is not a repellent in the traditional sense. It doesn't just create an unpleasant scent. It disrupts the physical environment that parasites need in order to settle and feed. When given internally, it influences the lipid composition of the skin surface over time. When applied externally, to the paws, the legs, the chest, the neck, it creates an immediate surface that ticks and fleas find deeply hostile. An important detail: not all coconut oils are equal. The lauric acid content depends entirely on the quality of the pressing process. Cold-pressed, unrefined coconut oil contains the highest concentrations. Refined or processed oils lose much of this through heat treatment. The dose: 1 teaspoon per 10 kilograms of body weight, daily, mixed into the food. If your dog hasn't had coconut oil before, start with half that amount for the first 3 to 4 days. The digestive system adjusts quickly, but a slow introduction prevents any temporary stomach sensitivity. Additionally, before walks through wooded areas or tall grass, you can massage a small amount directly into the coat, especially around the legs, underbelly, and behind the ears. These are the primary entry points for ticks when they climb upward from the ground. Here's the part that changes how you look at this. Most tick and flea prevention operates on a contact model. The parasite arrives, the chemical kills it. What brewer's yeast and coconut oil together create is something different, a biological environment that signals "not here" before contact even happens. That shift, from reactive to preemptive, is why natural approaches often outperform what people expect from them. And it's also why consistency matters more than intensity. This isn't a one-dose solution. It's a daily shift in your dog's internal landscape. Let's talk about how to make this actually work, because the most common mistake people make is inconsistency. Natural methods don't act like pesticides, they build. Day 1 looks the same as day 10 from the outside. But what's happening inside, the gradual shift in skin chemistry, the strengthening of the microbiome, the change in surface lipids, is cumulative. For optimal effect, begin 2 to 3 weeks before peak tick season starts. Give both ingredients daily throughout the season. 1 teaspoon brewer's yeast and 1 teaspoon coconut oil per 10 kilograms, mixed directly into the main meal. Both ingredients are palatable. Most dogs accept them without resistance. A few things to watch. First, quality matters above everything else. Low-quality brewer's yeast with added sugars or artificial fillers can create the opposite effect by disrupting gut flora rather than supporting it. Look for products with a single ingredient, brewer's yeast. Second, coconut oil should be cold-pressed, virgin, and unrefined. The label will usually specify. If the oil is completely odorless and white at room temperature, it has likely been refined, and the lauric acid content will be lower. Third, natural support does not replace monitoring. After every walk through high-risk areas, check your dog, especially behind the ears, between the toes, under the collar, and around the groin. Early detection is always your strongest tool. There's something worth sitting with here. Your dog's relationship with the environment, what it attracts, what it repels, how its body interacts with the world around it, begins in the gut, travels through the bloodstream, and expresses itself on the surface. What you put in the bowl every day isn't just nutrition. It's the ongoing signal your dog's body sends outward. Brewer's yeast and coconut oil are simple ingredients, but the logic behind them isn't. It's about shifting what your dog communicates to the world. Without sprays, without chemicals, without repeated treatments. If the idea of understanding your dog from the inside out, what their body actually needs and why, is something that genuinely interests you, that's exactly what this channel is built around.